Hello everybody! In this video I will be showing you that at the center of a magnet there is no magnetism. And for this I have here my 10 centimeter diameter neodymium magnet. As you can see, it is about 1 centimeter thick. And I will show you some experiments with this to kind of show you how the properties of this magnet are. And to start with, I will show you the magnet under the magnetic viewing film. And this is a color gradient magnetic viewing film. And as you can see, on the outer part it is black, and in the center or on the inside it is more greenish. And the reason for this is, like you can see here, this color gradient magnetic viewing film works like this. The darker the color, the higher the Gauss reading or the magnetic flux is. So we have here more greenish color. So as you can see, in the center there is almost no magnetic flux. And I can also show you this with ferromagnetic objects like iron. Right here I have a plastic ring. This is just 3D printed, and you will see what this is for, because if I take a steel screw like this, you can see it sticks very well, but if I place it on the center, it doesn't stick at all. As you can see, it floats. And I only have this plastic ring here because, of course, if I put it in the center like this, and if I would let go of it, it would just flip to one of the outer edges violently. And the plastic ring is just to prevent that it's shooting to the outer edge. And if I do that, as you can see, it doesn't touch the magnet. And if I push it down, it gets repelled from the magnet. And it has kind of a fixed point where it wants to stay, because if I remove it, it will get attracted to it. Don't know if you can see that, but if I lift it up, I feel an attraction, and if I push it down, I feel it getting repelled. So as you can see, right in the center of a magnet there is no magnetism. And of course with smaller magnets you can't really feel or see that, because the magnetic field just overthrows the dielectric in the center, and any ferromagnetic or iron object just gets attracted to it. But with this magnet that has such a large diameter and relatively small ferromagnetic object, you can see this effect very well. I also have here a stainless steel ball, and it behaves the same. As you can see, always wants to float at a certain height. Doesn't get pushed away, and also doesn't get attracted to it really. So it stays almost like a superconductor, floating at one point, except for that it wants to get, it still gets attracted to the outer edge. So I have this plastic ring so that it doesn't shoot out right. But other than that, it stays at a fixed height. If I let loose of it, as you can see, it shoots out. So what you can see here are slow motion footages that I shot at 960 frames per second, and every second video is played at half the speed, so you can see it even better how the steel sphere shoots out to the outer edge of the magnet. And if you look closely, you can also see very well how the ball always wants to move in like a curved pattern. It depends a bit on the height where I let go of it. If the curve is more curved or the path where it travels is more straight. But yeah, as you can see, it's really nice to see how the field lines of these magnets actually are and how the steel ball actually travels. So yeah, this is a quite nice representation that I wanted to show you. And for the next part, I will show you, as you can see here, this is a vial, a glass vial filled with some ferrofluid. This is the black stuff, and a liquid that is highly viscous. So as you can see here, when I put it on the center, it gets repelled at the center, and then of course it moves to the outer edge. And you can see quite nicely how it travels, like almost the same path as the steel sphere. But this time in the glass vial you see it in a more three-dimensional way. And yeah, you will see more examples of this here. So I did a few times this test, and it kinda looks always the same. The ferrofluid forms into little spikes that first move upwards, like they get repelled, as you have seen with the steel ball and the steel screw. And yeah, then it moves out in like a curved pattern to the outer edges. And yeah, this effect occurs every time I repeated it. So what you see now is I've moved the vial to the outer edge to collect the ferrofluid again to the middle, as I will show you here. So if I place it on the middle of the magnet again, you will see how it shoots up first, like it gets repelled, and after then it moves out. So I thought about this, and I think the repelling force that is felt or seen could also be just an attraction to the outer edge, but in a very curved way, so that it gives actually just an illusion of it being repelled, but actually it is just attracted, but yeah, in a very curved pattern, as you can see here with this ferrofluid and viscous fluid mix quite well. And yeah, that's basically everything for this video. So I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Goodbye.